For more than 90 years, the Chamber has worked with the community partners and local businesses to build a strong, economically viable region. 2016, it was an astonishing year. It was filled with promise, progress, and prosperity. Here's an update on what we accomplished in 2016. The third Small Business Salute Luncheon was held in November, where we proudly honored our Small Business of the Year finalists. The Chamber was once again named a neighborhood champion by American Express for their annual Small Business Saturday initiative, a designation which provided staff with hundreds of Shop Small doormats, shopping bags, and much more to distribute to local small businesses. The Chamber once again played host to nationally recognized speakers for seminars and luncheons. And we continued our long-standing partnership with SCORE and Lone Star College Small Business Development Center to provide free business counseling. The Chamber hosted 5 seminars throughout the year to learn about various topics across all industries. 2 freight forwarding roundtable meetings were held, and we covered transportation issues in the Lake Houston area, free trade zones, and the Port of Houston. For the first time in our Chamber's history, 3 lawsuits were filed, including a lawsuit against the new Department of Labor overtime rule. Because of the combined efforts of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, the Lake Houston Area Chamber, and other chambers in the state of Texas, this rule was blocked by a Texas judge in November. This affected businesses nationwide and saved businesses billions of dollars. They also challenged the EPA's federal takeover of the regional HAZE air permitting programs in Texas and Oklahoma, as well as challenged the Department of Labor's fiduciary rule for brokers and registered investment advisors. In April, more than 15 representatives of the Public Affairs Committee and other Chamber members traveled to Washington, D.C. to advocate on behalf of the Lake Houston area businesses. Highlights of the trip include meeting with Speaker of the House Paul Ryan in the Speaker's Chamber on Capitol Hill, Representative Kevin Brady, Chair of the House Ways and Means Committee, Representative Ted Poe, staff from the offices of Senators John Cornyn and Ted Cruz, as well as representatives of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. The Lake Houston area delegation specifically advocated for changes in federal law regarding tax reform, education, and health care. The Chamber held 4 Lake Houston Area Planning Council meetings, which brought local and regional governmental leaders and stakeholders together to discuss issues facing the area. In June, the State of the State Luncheon hosted Speaker of the Texas House of Representatives Joe Straus. In August, U.S. Congressman Kevin Brady spoke at the Chamber's Focus on Federal Government Luncheon, and in September, County Judge Ed Emmett spoke at the State of the County Luncheon. Transportation was as big a focus for the Chamber as they worked with TxDOT, HGAC, North Houston Association, and the Harris County Commissioners on transportation priorities. In January, the Chamber hosted 4 open houses for the community to review and comment on the expansion of FM 1960. And in August, at the Kingwood BizCom, Commissioner Jack Mormon announced the expansion of Woodland Hills Drive South to the Beltway and thanked the Chamber for pushing to make this a priority in the community. In December, the elected officials reception was held, connecting more than 150 members to their elected officials. With more than 30 area elected officials present, members were able to meet with reps from the federal, state, county, city, and local level. Our BizCom meeting attendance grew exponentially with more than 1,200 registrations throughout the year, allowing us to bring more businesses, community members, and residents to learn about new initiatives and developments in their respective community. Additionally, 16 community leaders graduated from Leadership Lake Houston in May after an intensive 9-month study of the Lake Houston area. And in August, the 6th class kicked off with 24 emerging leaders eager to learn more about our community and how to get involved as leaders. In August, the Chamber launched Lake Houston on the big screen when they unveiled the Lake Houston area branding video. Since then, thousands of people have seen this video. And this video, which highlights all the amenities of the Lake Houston area has to offer, can be seen on discoverlakehouston.com. Our chamber grew with more than 100 new businesses joining this past year, which kept our ambassador committee very busy. They officiated more than 60 ribbon cuttings and groundbreaking ceremonies to celebrate and welcome new business members. The Lake Houston Business Matters magazine completed its second year of publishing, featuring business briefs and articles that tackle issues faced by the Lake Houston area businesses. The October issue featured our second Top 4 Under 40 feature, which highlighted our area's top young professionals. 6 networking after hours were held at local businesses, which provided our new members a space to display their businesses and to meet other members. More than 500 people attended throughout the year. Then, this fall, more than 50 volunteers worked together for the Chamber's 7th annual Total Resource Campaign, shattering previous records and raising more than $439,000 in sponsorships and new memberships. 15 of the top volunteers will be headed to Mexico in May to celebrate their success. Our Kingwood Farmers Market continued strong each Thursday, rain or shine, providing area residents with fresh produce, eggs, bread, soap, plants, spices, and so much more. Economic development is important at the Chamber, and the Lake Houston Economic Development Program completed 15 business retention and expansion visits with local businesses. 7 Lake Houston tours were hosted, bringing developers, investors, site selectors, and members of the local media to tour Lake Houston. The EDP team continued community outreach initiatives by speaking to 10 local real estate, community groups, and service organizations about the area's projected growth and EDP initiatives. Nearly 1,000 runners from across the state and country came to the Lake Houston area to compete in our 7th annual Lake Houston 10K 5K in August. 2016's race boasted runners from multiple states and countries, as well as families and residents from the Lake Houston area. Our annual golf tournament and Party on the Green was once again a huge success. The golf tournament had more than 50 teams, and Party on the Green attracted more than 350 people and was once again the highlight of the social event season. Guests enjoyed features like the hand-rolled cigar bar and to be able to bid on live, silent, and bid board auction items. We certainly had a lot to celebrate in 2016, and so did several volunteers. In January, State Representative Dan Huberty was honored as the Hayden McKay, MD, Citizen of the Year. Corey Turner with the Observer Newspapers was honored with the Rising Star Award, and Nancy Shortsleeve received the Spirit of the Chamber Award for her chamber volunteerism and support. Terry Vaughn with Walgreens was honored with the Chairman's Award. In July, Melinda Stevenson with Kingwood Medical Center was named as Healthcare Professional of the Year, and Trudy Perisher with Memorial Hermann Northeast was named as Nurse of the Year at our annual Salute to Healthcare Luncheon. In October, over 60 educators were recognized at our annual Teachers of the Year Luncheon, which was the highest attended luncheon in 2016. In September, the Chamber introduced the dynamic Young Entrepreneurs and Professionals program. Open to Chamber members and non-members alike, this group for those aged 21 to 45 focuses on social and networking, professional development, and civic engagement events. The YEP kicked off at Back Pew Brewing, attracting over 120 people, and at the end of the year, YEP boasted over 70 paid members. At the request of Leadership Lake Houston graduates, the Chamber welcomed another new program in September, the Leadership Lake Houston Alumni. Comprised of members from the first 5 years of the program, this 50-member plus group participates in social events, continuing education, and service projects as a way to continue making a positive impact in the Lake Houston area. All these activities and initiatives were made possible by you, our members. It's through our member support that we can continue to strengthen and grow the businesses in the Lake Houston area. Thank you for your membership. Thank you for your support. And here's to a prosperous and successful 2016.